Hi everyone, and welcome to We Are Forza podcast. Today we have Cerebral Paul. Sorry, I'm sorry. That's a hard word for me to say.
Yeah.
Cerebral Paul. Hi, hello, welcome. I'm sorry.
Thank you. No problem. A lot of people have trouble saying it, so it's okay. Yeah.
And that's what's weird. It's because in my language I am Brazilian, so my language is Portuguese, and I can say this word without a problem. It's exactly the same, but it's easier. It's cerebral, not cerebral. Sorry. Okay, sorry. That's very professional of me, but it's okay.
It's all right.
So, for those that don't know cerebral, I would just say Paul.
Yeah, there you go. I was going to suggest that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Paul is Xbox ambassador. He is a very variety streamer on Twitch, and he also streams on Xbox ambassador Twitch channel. So we are going to talk a little about how everything goes with him and all the challenges he has, and then we are going to get him a little more together. So what's the first Forza game you have ever played?
I've probably played every Forza that has launched, actually.
Okay.
Though I don't necessarily remember the earlier ones. The earliest ones I probably have any memory of at all is like 3.
Okay.
So,
By Forza 3, you mean Forza Motorsport 3?
For Forza Motorsport, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was only Forza maybe back then.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you have some preference between Forza Motorsport, Forza Horizon, or doesn't matter, just like both?
I actually prefer motorsports. I like track racing. For me, it's a little easier to control the car on a track situation than it is. Oops, you hit a rock and now you're bouncing, way over there, and you're like, I didn't want to go over there. I want to, the track is over here. Especially when there's a set of flags you got to go through, and they're way over there, and you're like, oh, you missed a flag. Oh well.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess you don't like cross country in Forza Horizon because it can be a little. Oh my God, where do I go now?
Yeah, it can be even sometimes with the accessibility stuff on you can lose track of those flags and go where
But you know what? I really like cross country because I feel free as a bird and I can go anywhere, and I don't know. I don't have the walls limiting me. I don't know. It's just
I do like it. It's just I have a preference. I play a lot of Forza with my friends. I just have a preference to track racing. So I'm really looking forward to the next Forza Motorsport.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Actually, because this Forza Motorsport, the new one that will be out, I don't know when, it's going to be the first one that I will play since the start. I mean, I will start with everyone.
Yeah.
Because when I started playing Forza Motorsport 7 was already out, so people probably had already finished the game like 10 times. And then I thought, nah, it's not fun to play it anymore, so I don't want. Okay, I still play. I take a lot of photos of Forza, but next one I will start properly with everyone.
Yeah, I still go back to Forza Motorsports. The most recent one, 7, I think is and I played probably about 90%, 95% of the races. There are a couple that I'm having issues with some of the events, but I still go back to it. It's still a heck of a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fun. It is.
Yeah.
I like it, even though I haven't played that as much as I played Forza Horizon. But it's a different kind of fun. Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport. Do you have a favorite car?
Favorite car? Probably. Actually, I do. What is it? It's it's one of the Lamborghinis.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't remember exactly which one. I'm not a serious car guy. I just go with that. And mostly it's by looks, but I do go by handling. I prefer all-wheel drive cars. They're easy for me to handle, to drive, because I have full traction control.
Yeah.
You don't put me in a front-wheel drive car. No, that's a bad thing.
Oh, I like Ferrari, and usually they are rear-wheel drive. But I make all of my Ferrari all-wheel drive. Because it's easier. So yes, I make
my spirit sister. Yes, we're gonna take that rear wheel drive, put all four wheels to work in there.
Yes, they are. All my cars are all-wheel drive, even the real life ones. They are all-wheel drive. Do you have a favorite track on Forza, or you just whatever?
I don't tend to go that. But for motorsport, I prefer ovals because I'm lazy that way.
Damn it, you are my guy. That's what I say to people. Daytona, the oval one, it's just to go there.
Probably the ones I dislike the most are the ones with lots of hairpin turns and stuff, because I can never control the car on a hairpin turn, especially if they're back to back. It's like, nope, I'm going off the road. I'm going way off the road.
I think for racing on Forza Motorsport, or depend on the race on the track, even on Forza Horizon, you need it to be very technical. You need to know what to, and I don't have it.
Yeah. Oh no, the worst, especially for Forza Horizon. Sometimes you'll come up over a jump and you're in the air and you realize that there is a turn at the bottom of this jump that you're so expected to make, and you're like, I ain't gonna make that turn.
It's not an airplane. I can't. Just like when we try to brake while we are in there, and not possible. So I think your least favorite track are also the tracks with many tight curves and angles, and
I wish I knew. There's one track in Horizon that I found that most of it takes place in very narrow corridors in town, and I just did it the other day for one of the Xbox Ambassador events we did, and I wish I would have wrote down the name of that track, because that was awesome. Because basically you were in like a tunnel the whole time. It wasn't a tunnel, but you had a very narrow track.
Was it like in the festival playlist now?
What's that? Was it what?
Is it a track that is in the festival playlist?
Yes.
I know which one you are talking about.
I just thought that was cool, that because of the way the buildings were set up, at no point was the track really open. So passing became very, very competitive.
I just let everyone pass me when I can. I get very anxious when I have people behind me, because I'm afraid of screwing up their game.
Wait a second. You're supposed to be racing to win. You're supposed to have people behind you. I always say I like to be the last one, so I'm sure everyone arrives safe. That's right.
I'm nice.
when people watch me race, and I'm like, I can see nobody in front of me, nobody behind me. It's a great day. That's because I'm like half.
Sometimes when I am playing with my guys, with my friends, I am not the last one, I say, what's going on here? What's happening with you guys? Probably they took a terrible tune, because if I am not the last one when I'm playing with them, it's not the normal. It's no.
Well, the other way I'll go with, especially with my friends that know me, if I'm not the last one, if there's somebody behind me and we finish the race, I'm like, hey, at least I wasn't last.
Yes. I don't mind being last. I just want to finish the race, because I don't do it often either.
Oh, how many times do you see that? Yeah. You have 5 seconds to finish the race and you're like 92%. You're like, oh, this is not going to end well.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't finish often the races, so.
You and me both.
Yeah. It's okay, but at least I'm having fun when I'm playing with my friends.
That's right. Yep.
That's what matters.
Oh yeah, lots of laughs. Yeah.
Yes, that's what matters. Okay, you have named it that you are. And I have already said that you are an Xbox ambassador. And how was it? How come did you decide to become an Xbox ambassador?
Yeah. They actually emailed me back in, I want to say 2019.
Okay.
And they basically email a lot of people. They didn't pick me out of anything special. It was, I was a Xbox player. They knew it, and would you be interested in this program? They, we answer questions. We help people, and the idea is to put forward a gaming space that's open and friendly and welcoming to everybody.
Everyone,
and to try to talk about that and to be like that in our parties and in our when we play games with other people, and just to be a helpful, polite is true, but just to be out there, be a positive drive for gaming instead of all this negative stuff that many of us see on Twitter and some of the social spaces. So I grew up being, I don't know if you all know what a poster child is, but I was a March of Dimes poster child, which meant I was involved in my community to help raise money and awareness for children with disabilities.
Okay.
So, and we did that all growing up in different facets of my life. So this was just a way to do that, to get involved in the greater community of gaming. So I decided to start doing it. Yeah. So, go ahead.
No, I was going to have you start gaming early when you were younger, or it was difficult?
I've been gaming since 1974.
Okay.
So,
a long time ago.
Thanks. Yeah. So I've been there since the beginning, pretty much. So both console and computer gaming.
Okay. That's nice. That's nice. You saw all this gaming, and then so you probably are from the time that when you see it was just pixels on the screen. And nowadays you see these games that look almost real. It's people they bring back the retro look, the retro style, and sometimes I go, I lived through that. We're way past that. I have no interest in that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you prefer more realistic right now to see those games?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm a big tech head. The more advanced the technology gets, the more I'm like, okay, this is cool.
I don't have much preference. I like having fun. I enjoy. I mean, Forza. I like that it looks very real. The cars. Everything, but then I also like to play some stupid games that they look very fake, very not realistic at all.
Well, I can too. If the it depends on the look. And the only one that ever really got me, that we go, what the heck is this? Was Minecraft. The first time I saw Minecraft, I'm like, why are people playing this game? These are the graphics we had back in 1992. Why are people playing?
But have you ever played Minecraft?
Oh yeah. Okay. I couldn't get into it. If I do play with my friends, I'm the guy. I'm gonna go collect dirt over here. Let me know when you need dirt.
I played it once, just once, because it was a birthday of a friend.
Right.
And he had his own server, Realm, I don't know which word is, and so we all hang out together in his server, and then we all start building stuff together, doing stuff, but I had no idea what I was doing. I said, what? No, you have to make it. Why I have to make my own weapon? Can I just find it somewhere? Like a loot? But it was fun. I mean, in the end, it's just being there, hanging out with the friends and enjoying. But I do play my Minecraft dungeons. That's very fun.
That one I like. I really do enjoy that. That because it's Minecraft in name only. It's more of a dungeon crawler, which is cool. Yeah.
So I have been very hooked to Minecraft dungeons. I haven't been playing so much lately, mostly because I don't have time to do it anymore.
Right.
But it's a nice game, and if you haven't tried it, please.
And it's a fun game you can play with a few other friends too. Which
yes. It's fun. So going back to Xbox Ambassador, you stream on their Twitch page. How it happened? Is it fun? It was exciting? Were you afraid of doing it?
I don't. By the time I was asked to do that, and I was just asked to do that last month, actually. So I just started last month, but I've been involved in the program for a long time, and I was involved in their streams, and I'm also what they call a community champion. So
Okay.
We help kind of host a lot of the events. In fact, I hosted an event on the Xbox Ambassador channel last November for National Disability Employee Awareness Month.
Okay.
So they were aware of me, and they watched my other streams, and I've been heavily involved in the program. And they asked for people who were interested to fill in some of the time slots on the channel. Okay. So I put in an application. I said, absolutely. And what you see above my head, gaming differently, it's because of the fact that I do have a disability. And so when it comes up in a game, I will explain it. I will talk about it. You know, what will make it better, why it doesn't work quite as well. So I'm an honest gamer. If you watch me stream, you'll see if I get frustrated. I don't hide it, you know, but I will explain it, you know. This is what they could have done better. This is why I have trouble doing this, but doesn't mean I don't like the game. It just means that I'm having difficulty playing it as it's, you know.
It's the same. I know what frustration is because on Forza Horizon 5, you know, we have the drift zones. We have to drift in game. And now in the new update, they just put the Drift Club Mexico. So we'll have to drift. So you have some things you have to do. You have to arrive at the destination. You have like 3 minutes. You have to make 300,000 drift points. And for me, it's very hard. It's complicated. It's frustrating.
I'm really bad at drifting. Most drift events, I'm like, nope, not even gonna bother.
But I like drifting, so I really try to do it better. But it's frustrating because I can't do it. And people say, it's so easy. I said, no, it's not.
Whenever they tell me, oh, it's easy, I go, for you. It's easy for you.
Yes. But not for me. I can do other things that maybe it's easy for me, but not for you. it's nice. But this your log. It's, I don't know if it's a log on the gaming differently. It's your idea. Did you came in with it up? Because I like it.
The logo actually was a friend of mine. I told him, I said, I'd like a logo that kind of shows the different controllers and different highlights, like the accessibility controller right there in the middle. So this is what he came up with. So and on my own channel, I haven't really had a place to use it because things have changed. But then I always thought, well, if I got the spot on the Xbox Ambassador channel, this is what I would call my show. You know. And so now it has a place. So it has a home.
Nice. So because I have watched you playing on Xbox Ambassador a few days ago. You were playing Weird West.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was watching you, even though I didn't.
you were lurking. You didn't want.
Yes, I tell people I am a professional lurk because I watch a lot of people streaming, but I never talk in the chat.
Which is fine. I've always you may have noticed that even if nobody was talking in the chat,
you were talking. Yes,
I always talk like there's people there.
Yeah,
because
I think it's amazing.
and I've always done that because I think it's important to let them, if somebody is lurking, that they feel engaged, that I'm not just playing and ignoring because nothing's going on over there. You know, I'm always, hey, look at this, hey, look at that. You know, which means.
I was listening to you and I was working, doing stuff on my computer, and then I was just listening to you, and then and I saw you were in the scene that you were in the jail, in the prison, and then you said, "Oh, I got an achievement." You were happy because even though you were in jail, you got an achievement.
That's right, because there's an achievement actually for getting thrown in jail. I'm like, okay.
The bright side of everything in life.
That's right.
Yes, that was very nice. Okay, now let's talk about. Do you think it's hard to stream? Do you think you have some challenges that other people don't have?
Yeah. Well, what happens is I do have cerebral palsy, as the name suggests, and so I have muscle spasticity, and I have reaction time issues and things like that. It's mostly apparent in my left hand. So anything that's left-hand oriented on the controller is very difficult for me to do. Like I can't move the thumbstick and pull the trigger at the same time.
Okay.
It's one or the other, which means things like Forza makes braking, at least by default, very difficult.
Okay.
And so half the time, if you race with me, I will say brakes are for sissies. And I just,
Yeah. That's how it is. We needed to, I always blame the tuner.
I've gotten really good at decelerating into turns. Don't actually brake, just decelerate.
Okay. It just and then maybe you'll find someone who will help you to brake.
Yeah, but it means. But I will say, you brought up Weird West. It means that things like that, which is a twin stick shooter, can be very difficult for me to control because I have to use both my thumbs at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
And I had to kind of work my way through that. And if you were listening, you could hear me get frustrated sometimes, or say something to that extent that it was kind of difficult for me to control at times.
Yeah.
So, but I've been such a gamer for so long that I've even, because the whole accessibility thing is relatively new in the gaming space, that I've always had to kind of adjust and learn and most of the time not be near as good as, my friends, but I still had fun. I was still always, this is neat. This is cool. This is, So I'm glad that things are changing to where they're kind of meeting us where we need to be met, so we can enjoy the games as well as other people. Yeah.
That's nice. So, a question: do you use the Xbox adaptive controller, or you just use the regular one?
I just used the regular one. I had an Elite, and due to an incident, I no longer have the Elite, but I do have the accessibility controller. I've just never found a great way to set it up to meet my needs to where I could do it.
Okay. Yes. But I think the Elite controller is already can be helpful with the flips. I'm not.
Oh yeah, I actually have a friend of mine. He can only play with one hand, his right hand, at all.
Okay.
So he has a setup where he has basically a guitar pedal hooked up to the Elite controller. So when he wants to do something for a certain command, he just taps that guitar pedal.
Wow.
Nice. Because the Elite controller is that flexible. You can use almost anything that can be plugged into it could be made to be used as a switch of some sort.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's very nice. That's very nice. It's nice to see how people do what they can to play, because everyone wants to play, and that's nice.
Yep. Another one of the Xbox ambassadors actually uses he has blow and suck control straws, because he can't, so you'll see him always blowing or sucking air into the straw next to his mouth, and it actually does some of the controls in the game for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That I have never heard before. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. There's all kinds of things that are coming out that are just amazing,
That's nice. Have you ever heard
eye trackers?
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Eye trackers. Have you ever heard? We're talking over each other. That's bad.
Yeah.
But have you ever? Yeah. Eye trackers. Have you ever? Where it'll actually follow where your eyes are looking for aiming purposes. So if you look at.
So you use your eyes to move to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is for people that has no movement at all in the arms.
Right. Or very limited movement. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That I didn't know.
Yeah.
This. Wow, I'm very happy. Have you ever heard about the special effects? I don't know if it's a company, what they are, but they do stuff to help people with disability to play. Have you ever heard about them?
I've heard of a few different companies that do that, and but I know that. In fact, I've supported a few. I've done fundraisers for like able gamers and stuff like that. And so those are. I wish we had some of those when I was growing up in the hospital as a kid. Because that's where. Yeah.
I bet your time in the hospital would have been a little bit better if you could be gaming there. I think everyone's time at the hospital would be better if they could be gaming.
Yep. Yeah, I think And a lot of that is due to the accessibility controller, because they can go in and find out what the patient can do and work with them and make a setup that will work for them, and so they can feel a little bit better while they're laying in that hospital bed or doing whatever they're going through. So,
yeah, it's true. Now let's go back a little to Forza Horizon 5. So last December, Forza Horizon 5 won the award for innovation in accessibility. So because they have done a lot of new things in this game, like they added the sign language, both American and British sign language. They have done a lot of things for helping people with some challenging in life to be able to play Forza Horizon 5. And I would like to know if you have played all the Forzas ever made by the humankind. if you feel that Forza Horizon 5 it's easier to play than Forza Horizon 2, for example, if you feels that it's easier for you.
Yeah, it is. One of the major things they did that got a lot of criticism is they did the auto steering. They added the auto steering capability. Yeah. And everybody was like, "Oh, now you don't even have to really drive the car." You know what? I don't win every race I race, even with auto steering on, but at least it makes me competitive. It helped me stay on that line, because without it, I would flying all over the place again, because I can't really use the brakes or the controls that well. So yeah, I think it's done a lot to allow those of us with disabilities to play with our friends and not always be at the far end, back of the track or off the road somewhere, picking daisies, or in the case of one of my friends, finding every tree on the track.
I always find that all of them.
Every single tree, yes. So And people need to understand that it's just a tool to be used to help somebody enjoy the game, and yes, people who don't need it can use it, and, it can be called cheating, but it's really not, because even it has its limitations. Like, you can't really drag race with them because it's always trying to draw you to the line. So if you're on the outside, the first thing it's going to do is draw you at a 90-degree angle straight back to that line. So you're going to lose a few seconds doing that.
Yeah. It's
or, some of the events that are like doing all the stunts and stuff, those don't work well with that capability on. So there's still a lot of things I can't do.
Yeah.
But in the end, for the straight races, like I said, at least it makes me competitive. And my friends will tell you it's made them better racers, because they do have to fight against me, who's automatically going to be drawn to the line and staying up front or trying to stay up front. And they've got to try to push me out of the way, So it's made them better racers,
Yeah, okay. It made them a better racer.
Yeah, that's right. My using the tools made available to me because of what they've done, made them better, and it's allowed me to really enjoy the game and not just get frustrated with it.
I know that's. I'm very happy to know that they have done all those things.
Yeah.
That I don't use them. I don't need them, even though sometimes I know maybe I should. maybe I want to be a little more competitive, because I'm very slow. I don't know what happens to me.
But the option is always there. That's the thing. More options is always better.
Yeah. I think it's not because it's there that you have to use it.
Right.
It's like some people they don't understand.
No, they don't. They
don't. I don't know. I don't know if when when Forza launched the sign language in Forza Horizon 5, people say, "Why do you need it? We don't need the sign language in the game. We have subtitles." But they don't understand that for someone who needs sign language, it's not the same to read and to see a person doing the signs.
And just like hearing people, some non-hearing people can't necessarily read that well or read that fast.
Exactly. That's they don't understand it, but they are close-minded, and
and my using a tool like that doesn't affect their gameplay at all.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I don't understand. Why people have to complain about things that will not change their life at all.
Okay, you don't like it, don't turn it on. There, you're done.
Exactly. I agree with you, Paul.
Yeah.
Totally. They shouldn't just. They don't have any empathy for people.
Nope.
No, I don't. They don't.
That's a whole nother heavier subject about easy modes and things like that. That's
it's. I play in the easy mode.
Yeah.
And I can. Okay, in Forza I don't play anymore, but all the other games I go in easy mode, and some games I wish they had some extra easy mode.
Well, like even like again, you mentioned Weird West. Me playing it, I had to drop it down to story mode because anything above story mode, I was getting dead a lot. I was I couldn't because I can't react as fast because I can't move as fast. So even so they all have their place, and just because you don't want to use it that way doesn't mean that I shouldn't be able to. So that I applaud the fact that the companies that know that.
Yes, me too. I think they are doing an excellent job, and I really hope that from now on, everyone, all games will do it because everyone wants to play.
When I've been asked about this subject before, I've said it, and I will preach it I will stream it from the highest mountain. Microsoft has been the leader in accessibility. Yeah, they really have. And I'm not saying it just because of the show I'm on. Seriously, they've been taking the lead, the forefront, and all of this, and a lot of the smaller companies. They need to start looking at it from the beginning. Okay, what can we do to make it so more people can enjoy this game?
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. So it's like they say, when everyone plays, we all win. That's right. It's so true.
When you realize that there's millions of handicapped people, disabled people with different disabilities that need tools so that they can play those games. If you don't use those tools or make those tools available, you're leaving out millions of people to play your game. Think about that. I mean,
I think it's you are right, and I'm very glad that Playground Games thought about it. Xbox think also about it. They are all doing something to help people, and I can't say about PlayStation because I have never played a game on PlayStation. I have never owned one, so I don't know. So, but I really hope that in the future, everyone who makes game, both PlayStation, PC, the Nintendo Switch, whatever, they all do it, and they think about everyone, literally everyone.
Especially the third party guys are the ones that really need to. Hopefully, they can do what they need to do and understand that there's a lot of games out there I want to play, but I can't. So and it used to be where I would go get a new game for the old Atari or whatever I had at the time, and that was $50-$60 back then. Which was really a lot of money. And all of a sudden realized that I can't play it, and there was no. Well, you can take it back and get your money back. You just had this thing sitting there that you couldn't play. And, that hurts me on a level of there's a game I want to play, I want to enjoy it, but I can't. And there it is staring at me,
I understand. That can be it's disappointing, frustrating, and But I'm happy that things are getting better.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm sure
absolutely.
You are happier than me about that.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, thank you very much for being here and talking to me and sharing with us a little about your life as a gamer and about gaming differently, because for me it's hard to game, but I think it's even harder for you, and you are doing it very well.
Thank you.
Yes, you are doing amazingly because it's beautiful what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Really, yes.
I appreciate that. I really do.
But I will put everyone. So on the description of this YouTube channel, I will put where you can find Paul, both on Twitch, Twitter, his Xbox ambassador link. YouTube channel. Go watch him. Go see what he can do, because there is nothing that can stop him. And yes, thank you very much, Paul.
You're welcome.
Yep. And bye-bye, everyone. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.